These drums are going to chase the bars them out of town.
Bless up my people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this one, my people, we're seeing Colin Bell clarifying this whole PNP-ISM. Because we see the Prime Minister go around and making it seem as if PNP-ISM was a bad thing, or what the PNP did in their tenure was so bad that, you know, all now Jamaica can't recover from it. And he's not referencing his tenure. You get 8, almost 9 years now, boss. For sure the people them say you could have did reduce crime. For sure the people them say you could have did make them sleep with them windows and doors open. You got 9 years. For sure the people them say you could have been easily been one of the best prime minister. But what did you do? Cover up the scandals them? What did you do? You throw Gagada here and there? What did you do? Lie to the Jamaican people about your statutory declaration, and the list goes on and on and on. And right now, the people them basically done with you. The people them don't even want to hear anything from you. But my people, may I make when you hear from Colin Bell, he asks the Prime Minister why isn't he going back to his time, even when he was the Minister of Education back in 2007, and the things that happened under, you know, him and Audley, all of them watch. Recession, you name it, my people. But here we're calling Bella for say, my people, run go over him channel on YouTube, please and thanks. It's Portland Spice TV. Subscribe, him should have been reached 5K already, my people. Like up in videos, them him attack a whole heap of things over there.
Colin, what is your take on the Prime Minister saying PNP-ISM will not come back to Jamaica? If PNP-ISM not come back to Jamaica, we're dead like dog. Dead with teeth kin. Let me remind you. Because you see, I want to know if it takes some time and look back from 2007. From 2007 to now. So much years that? 7 from 20 left 13 plus 4, that are 17 years. For the last 17 years in Jamaica, the GLP has been in power for 13 of it. How much I want to realize that? For the last 17 years. 13 years out of that, it is the GLP that has been in power. And you realize, anytime you hear the Prime Minister talk, him talk about the 90s. Him don't talk about 2012 to 2016. Him don't talk about 2007 to 2012. Because 2007 to, let me be correct, to December 2011, the GLP, Bruce Golden, Audley Shaw, Andrew Holness wreck the economy of this country. And I challenge anybody to come tell me otherwise. In 2007, we did not have a borrowing arrangement with the IMF. In 2008, Audley Shaw, Bruce Golden, and Andrew Holness took us back to the IMF. Remember, there was a meltdown. The economy meltdown, the global recession that hit the world. Audley Shaw told Jamaicans, don't worry. This recession will not affect Jamaica. In fact, the recession would benefit Jamaica. That was what Audley Shaw told us in 2008. Remember this, my people. When the recession hit, they ran back to the IMF. They took the wrong agreement. They only took one test. They couldn't take the second test. They took the first test and failed it. And the IMF kicked us out. The multilateral that lend countries money kicked Jamaica to the curve because Audley Shaw, Bruce Golding, Andrew Holness couldn't cross it. And they wrecked Jamaica economy in that term. Mash it up. And when the PNP came back to office, December 2011, the GLP was wiped out and the PNP came back to office. Dr. Peter Phillips and phenomenal woman, Most Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, said to Dr. Davis, manage the books, I will manage the people's lives. They had to beg people like Yvette Clarke from the Women Black Caucus in America, beg them to go talk to the IMF. And there is a documentary out there. You can go look for it and watch it. Where Yvette Clarke tell you when she beg and she neither get nowhere, she had to go beg Obama to talk to the head of the IMF, to give Jamaica a talk. Not to give Jamaica the deal, you know, to talk to it. Because the IMF was not talking to Jamaica because we failed them miserably. Because Audley Shaw, Bruce Golding and Andrew Holness couldn't cross it. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. When we got the deal with the IMF, everybody was said that the austerity measures was too great. Jamaica would make it. But God bless Dr. Peter Phillips.
Now in this segment, my people, I'm going to hear from Senator Gabriella Morris, who is a PNP candidate for the Northwest St. Anne's area. And she basically talked about the whole nutrition in school, in the House and Senate, my people. And with children, them really need proper nutrition, a whole heap of sweet juices and bag juices and all of that, leading them up to obesity and, you know, predispose them to all kind of illnesses, you know, juvenile diabetes, you name it. And so I applaud this message that they definitely need to provide it at least one free meal in a school for the picnic them. I'm here, Damian Crawford was talking about it. Well, at least for the children, them when we can afford it to buy the lunch or whatever, they can purchase their lunch. But overall, have a free lunch program in every school for our children.
The well-being of Jamaica's youth is of paramount importance, and non-communicable diseases, NCDs, pose a significant public health challenge, with 1 in 3 Jamaicans having hypertension and 1 in 8 suffering from diabetes. And whereas in 2017, over 30,000 children aged 10 to 19 were found to be hypertensive, and the rising levels of obesity affecting 20% of boys and 26.4% of girls aged 13 to 17 highlights the need for urgent action. And whereas the World Health Organization recognizes school food policies as a proven intervention to reduce NCD risk by fostering healthy eating habits in children, and whereas since 2021, the Jamaica Youth Advocacy Network and other youth organizations have advocated for the finalization and implementation of the school nutrition policy to create a healthier food environment for students, with a green paper presented in May 2022, followed by stakeholder consultations in September 2022. And whereas more than 3/4 of students in Jamaica rely on school canteens or vendors for their meals, exposing them to unhealthy food options due to the absence of formal regulations. And whereas there have been no significant updates or progress on the SNP since the last consultations in September 2022, leaving our youth vulnerable to unhealthy food environments that contribute to rising levels of obesity and other diet-related conditions. And whereas the failure to implement these critical health interventions stands to cost the Jamaican economy an estimated $77 billion between 2017 and 2032 due to the impact of NCDs. And whereas there is a pressing need for comprehensive regulations, including the ban on unhealthy foods and beverages, the development of school food gardens, and the incorporation of physical activity and nutrition education into the curriculum as proposed in the SNP. Be it resolved that this Honourable House calls upon the Ministry of Education and Youth and the Ministry of Health and Wellness to expedite the finalization and implementation of the school nutrition policy by the end of the current academic year, with execution beginning before the start of the 2025 to 2026 school year. Be it further resolved that the government establishes clear timelines for the regulation of unhealthy food and beverage sales and marketing within school environments, as well as the provision of healthy, locally sourced food options to support both student health and local agriculture. And be it further resolved that this Honourable Senate mandates the inclusion of youth in the monitoring and evaluation process of the school nutrition policy to ensure transparency and accountability in its implementation, safeguarding the health and future of Jamaica's children.
So now, my people, I seen a video that circulate where there with a lady, a vendor sitting down, basically under disguise, but somebody was videoing her from the back where she have some young Aki, my people. I use a knife and I open. I know I sell, she go sell them Aki there. I'ma come back now, come back up on our next video with a man a ride basically with two crocus bag at that of a young Akis. And a good thing say him lick up and then turn over and one man with the right behind him in a car a video in my people. So my people now have to take the necessary precautions. If you don't know how to buy the Aki, them not buy none at all, because some people out there doing some very devious and dangerous thing, causing problem with our health. If the seed of the Aki don't black, you must not buy it. Anyhow the seed look brown, half brown, any other color, it is not fit and ripe and good to consume. So I check in the video, my people, and drop on the 2 cents.
People are careful how now buy Aki. Look for the Aki them where man have in the bag. God have a way where him a work, him drop a while ago. None of the Aki them not open. The man have 2 bag full of clothes Aki.
Like, share and subscribe to the movement, my people, on the road to 30k. Help me to get there, my people. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes. Spread it near and far. Notification shout out goes to George Lewis. Big up yourself, George. Thanks for the continued support from each and every one. Big up to the returning subscribers. Big up to the new subscribers. Welcome on board. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.